Hey guys, what's up? I'm a fantasy romance author and I love to break down the tropes. The trope that I'm most obsessed with this week is the rejected mate trope, which I have renamed the grovel novel. And now I'm in Act 3. And I'm trying to do things that are hard. I'm trying to do things that'll make me better. And one of the things that I constantly refuse to do is the Blake Snyder's 5-part finale. So what I did the other day is I broke down the ending of a rejected mate novel into the 5-part finale. First part of the 5-part finale is gathering the team. So in here, I think the hero needs to recognize that he's about to lose her for good, and he needs to rally support and show that he is willing to just cross old boundaries. Next, he needs to execute the plan, which is going to be a bold move, something like, especially if he's like an alpha, making a public declaration or giving up something that he held dear, like power or leadership. That can be a really big move for him. Then the high tower surprise, and the way that I interpreted this is he has to give up control and be forced into his rawest moment, because I think that vulnerability is really the key wound that we're playing with in a rejected mate. This guy does not want to seem weak. He does not want to show any kind of vulnerability. So I'm thinking that the high tower surprise will include this. He'll need to dig down deep, which could be considered the dark night of the soul, which I know is really far down in Act 3, but this is the best way that I could encapsulate it. The dark night of the soul is the dark night of the soul and the all is lost moment, I think, can be interchangeable at some points, where when all is lost, what he would lose would be her, which would be his dark night, which would then bring us to the execution of the new plan, where he lets go of control, he lets go of something symbolic, and that's in the end is what wins him the girl back, leading to the final image, which I love when the final image is a mirror of the beginning. The bond is restored, but this time the bond is restored by choice and not fate. Sounds like a lot, because it kind of is. That's how books are. There's a lot going on behind the scenes. So now that I've broken that down, I'm going to take the structure and I'm going to outline my next novel. Did you know I wrote sweet romance as well as spicy paranormal and fantasy romance? Well, because I like to make things hard on myself sometimes, I've decided not to make this a book about dragons and werewolves. I'm going to set this in a small town, and my hero is going to be a social worker, and my heroine is going to be the lawyer who is working on a case of his, and that's going to be my rejected mate. Why do the easy when you can do something hard and grow your brain and your muse tenfold? So meet me back here next week as I start to plot out this novel, the sweet, clean, wholesome, rejected mate novel. Yes, I said it. Let's see if I can do